August 6th, 1456, Belgrade. The Ottoman Empire stands at the gates with 40,000 men, 300 siege guns, and the largest fleet ever assembled on the Danube. Inside the walls, 5,000 peasants, 500 knights, one elderly Franciscan friar. The siege has lasted 3 weeks. The walls are crumbling. The relief force never came. Sultan Mehmed II, conqueror of Constantinople, 3 years prior watches from his command tent as his engineers prepare the final assault. He expects surrender by nightfall. He will not receive it. May 29th, 1453. Constantinople falls. Mehmed II is 21 years old. He has shattered the Byzantine Empire. He has taken the city every Muslim conqueror dreamed of for 800 years. He does not celebrate long. Within months, Ottoman forces push north into Serbia, into Hungary, into the fractured kingdoms of Christian Europe. The pattern is consistent: overwhelming force, superior artillery, psychological terror. Cities surrender before the siege begins. By 1456, Mehmed turns his attention to Belgrade. The fortress sits at the confluence of the Danube and Sava rivers. It is the gateway to Hungary. It is the last barrier between the Ottoman war machine and Central Europe. The Hungarian regent, John Hunyadi, knows this. So does Pope Calixtus III. So does every crowned head in Christendom. But knowing changes nothing. No army is coming. His name is John of Capistrano. He is 70 years old. He is a Franciscan monk, a lawyer, and a preacher. In June 1456, he travels through Hungary with a single message: Belgrade must not fall. He does not ask for soldiers. He asks for volunteers. Peasants come, craftsmen, farmers, men who have never held a sword. They come because he does not promise victory. He promises meaning. By late June, John of Capistrano arrives at Belgrade with 4,000 irregulars. No armor, no training, no cavalry. John Hunyadi is already inside the fortress with his personal guard, 500 knights, and a garrison of 1,000 soldiers. Together, they wait. July 4th, 1456. The Ottoman fleet arrives on the Danube, 200 ships. July 14th, Mehmed II arrives with the main army. 40,000 men, 300 cannons, the largest bombards ever forged. The siege begins immediately. Ottoman engineers dig trenches. Sappers tunnel beneath the walls. Cannons fire day and night. Mehmed's strategy is simple: pulverize the defenses, starve the defenders, storm the breach. It has worked in Constantinople. It has worked in Greece. It will work here. The defenders have no answer to the artillery. Sections of wall collapse daily. Supplies dwindle. Morale fractures. John of Capistrano walks the ramparts. He does not preach hope. He preaches duty. Hunyadi organizes the defense in silence. July 14th. Night. Hunyadi knows the siege cannot be broken from within. The only chance is the Danube. The Ottoman fleet controls the river. No supplies can reach Belgrade. No reinforcements can land. If the fleet remains, the city dies. Hunyadi orders a river assault. He takes 70 small boats, fishing vessels, cargo barges, anything that floats. He fills them with the irregular peasants. No navy, no training, no doctrine. They row into the Ottoman fleet at dawn. The Ottomans expect easy destruction. What they face is chaos. The small boats swarm the galleys. Peasants board with axes and hammers. They do not fight like soldiers. They fight like men with nothing left to lose. The Ottoman fleet breaks. By mid-morning, 3 Ottoman galleys are sunk. 5 more are captured. The rest retreat downriver. The Danube is open. Belgrade still stands. July 21st. The walls are gone. Ottoman cannons have pulverized the southeastern defenses. A breach 100 feet wide opens into the city. Mehmed orders the assault. Janissaries, the empire's elite infantry, storm the breach in waves. Behind them, 10,000 Sipahi cavalry. Behind them, the remainder of the army. Hunyadi meets them at the rubble. 500 knights hold the breach. They do not retreat. They do not break formation. For 6 hours, the Ottomans hurl men into the gap. For 6 hours, the knights hold. The fighting is not heroic. It is exhaustion weaponized. By evening, the Ottoman assault stalls. Janissaries withdraw to regroup. Mehmed himself is struck by an arrow in the thigh during the fighting. He refuses to leave the field. The breach holds. July 22nd, early morning. The Ottoman camp sleeps. John of Capistrano walks among the peasant irregulars. They are exhausted, starving, filthy. He does not give a speech. He walks toward the Ottoman trenches. The peasants follow. What happens next is not a strategy. It is spontaneous, unplanned. Against every principle of siege warfare, 4,000 peasants charge the Ottoman siege lines. Hunyadi, watching from the walls, realizes what is happening. He has two choices. Let them die alone, or commit his knights. He commits. 500 knights ride out through the gates. The Ottoman army is not prepared. Trenches designed for siege work become death traps. Cannons facing the walls cannot turn in time. Supply lines stretch across open ground with no defense. The peasants do not fight in formation. They swarm. They scatter. They ignite powder stores and overturn siege equipment. The knights strike the flank of the Ottoman infantry. Mehmed attempts to rally his forces. He personally leads a counterattack. He is wounded again, this time seriously. His commanders pull him from the field. Without the Sultan visible, cohesion breaks. Ottoman units begin retreating toward the Danube. The retreat becomes a rout. By midday, the entire Ottoman army is fleeing south. They leave behind all 300 cannons, the siege equipment, thousands of dead. Belgrade does not pursue. There is no strength left. August 11th, 1456. John Hunyadi dies, not in battle, of plague, contracted during the siege. John of Capistrano dies 3 months later, also of plague. The victory at Belgrade halts the Ottoman advance into Europe for 70 years. But Hungary does not hold. Without Hunyadi's leadership, the kingdom fractures into civil war. Within a generation, Hungary itself will fall to the Ottomans at the Battle of Mohacs. In 1526, Mehmed II recovers from his wounds. He continues his campaigns. He conquers the Balkans, Anatolia, Crimea. He never returns to Belgrade. There is no legend here. 500 knights did not defeat 40,000 Ottomans through divine intervention. They did it through river denial, breach defense, and a peasant mob that refused to wait for orders. The discipline was Hunyadi's. The courage was the peasants'. The outcome was consequence. Mehmed entered Belgrade expecting a repeat of Constantinople. He faced men who understood something he had forgotten. Walls fall, empires crumble, but desperation, properly aimed, is a weapon no cannon can match. The siege of Belgrade did not save Europe. It bought time. And in war, time is the only currency that matters. History does not judge the righteous. It judges the prepared. Belgrade was not a miracle. It was a lesson in what happens when competence meets desperation, and neither blinks first.